Number 3, use this box and whisker. What do the medians tell you about the average monthly rainfalls for Miami and New Orleans? So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the medians of both of these. So when I look at Miami, I see that here's the median. So here's what we're going to say about Miami. 50% of the time, because the median is the middle, so half of the time, it rains. When it rains more than well, that's right at 4.5 inches. So half of the time when it rains, or in a month, it's going to rain more than 4.5 inches. Versus New Orleans, 50% of the time in a month, it's going to rain, per month, it's going to rain more than, let's see, what is that? Well, it's about 5.5, about 5.3 inches a month. So we can say about 50% of the time it rains more in New Orleans than it will in Miami for their 50% of the time. All right, what do the interquartile ranges tell you about the average monthly rainfall for each city? Well, what I want you to notice is that Miami has a bigger box, has a bigger box because that's the interquartile range. Because it has a bigger box, what that means is the rainfall will vary more in Miami because it's more spread out. Take your time to make sure you copy those couple of items down. Moving on. I really like percentile rank, so I hope you do a good job with it. Percentile rank does this. If you lined everything up, what percent would fall below or equal to what you are looking for? And the best way for me to describe this is to use my daughter as an example. Height. My daughter is in the 70th percentile for her percentile rank for her height at her specific age group. She's 3 years old. What does that mean? That means that if you lined up all the 3-year-olds in the world, if you lined up all the 3-year-olds, so line them up, she would be 70% of all 3-year-olds are her height or shorter. Because she's at the upper end, 70% of them is going to be lower or equal to where she is. So we would say 38 inches, how tall she is the 70 percentile rank of 3-year-olds. We could even go as far to say that there are 30% of kids taller than her. I'm a visual person, so if you want to see it, picture here are all the kids lined up in a row. My daughter is like right here. So 70% fall here and below, and 30% of kids are taller than hers. And that's how that works. Now, you can also apply this to her weight. It also works this way. Out of 20 kids her age, if you line them up, littlest weight to biggest weight, she has 7 kids lighter than her. So here's a visual. Here's 20 kids. Altogether, there's 20. She has 7 kids smaller than her. So she is what number in line? If there's 7 kids smaller than her, she is number 8. If there's 7 kids smaller than her. And if there's 7 kids smaller than her and she's number 8, that means there's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All the other ones are above her. Okay? So we could say she is number 8 in line. We could also say there are 12 kids heavier than her. So how do we do her percentile rank? Well, we take her position, 8, and we divide it by how many kids there are, 20. And 8 divided by 20 is 0.4. So I'm hoping you know that she is the 40th percentile for her weight. So she's almost in the middle, but a little bit lower. Let's try this again. Here are 40 students. 9 are taller than 5'10". So if we have like 40 lined up, 9 are taller than 5'10". They're mowing. Now, what percentile rank then would 5'10" be? So here's what we need to know. There is 9 above, and the total is 40. That means there are 31 here and below. So we take 31 and we divide it by 40. And we get, when we move our decimals, 70. If you don't know how to do that, you just multiply by 100. So it's 77.5%. There you go. We're going to try it again. We have 25 test scores. They're coming back through with the lawnmower. Hold on. All right. There are 15 less than or equal to 85. So there's 15, let's see, it says less than or equal to 85. So 15 fall at this dot or below. There's 15, which means there's got to be 10 above it. Okay? What is the percentile rank of this grade of 85? Here they come back again. Hold on. All right. So because they said or equal to, we're going to include that 15. So we do 15 out of 25. Put that in your calculator. 15 out of 25 is 0.6. If you need to multiply it by 100. That is the 60th percentile rank. So 85%, whoever got that, they'd be in the 60th percentile rank. Last one. Students taking a makeup test receive these following grades. Which grade has a rank of 70? Has a percentile rank of 70? All right, so let's go ahead and line these up. So I see 65 and then a 67. I like percentile rank. I think it's something you use a lot in everyday life, but maybe a lot of people don't actually understand it. 77, 79. Let's see, 81, 83. What am I doing? 88, 89. 91, 95. Gotta get them in order. Did I get them all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. All right. Now what we need to do is figure out the percentile rank of 70. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see 10 test scores. And I need to know what is 70% of 10? I hope you know it's 7. So I am looking for the 7th spot. So all we have to do is count the 7th spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See how we got 88? That is because there's 70% of scores that are at 88 or lower. So 88 is the test score that has a percentile rank of 70. So we knew there was 10 test scores. 70% of that is 7. So I had to look at the 7th spot is where I found my 88. All right, I hope you guys did okay with the video. Now it's time to practice some on your own.